Oh my God, if I muted myself on the mic pack, you know I did it. Okay, third time's the charm. Welcome everyone to Tinker Tailor Solder Fry here on the mighty Loading Ready Run Video Entertainment Network, broadcasting to you tonight from the Crystal Gondola of the palatial main Tiltio Studios here in beautiful downtown Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. And for the third time, we are back in the Gundam paddock, baby, because it is time to continue on with our incredibly long-running thing. Long-running thing. Ooh, yeah, you know what? Actually, I need to go to our and bot. There we go. Boop, and we'll open up the notifications because I'm going to be paying attention to other things today, and I need to have a list of people who are generous to us in various ways, just like Arclight Dynamo, who's a 60-month subscriber. My TTSF project this evening is scrubbing a toilet. That sounds fun. No, real talk. A pristine, a glistening toilet is a thing of beauty, be it white like some sort of psychopath, or tasteful almond green porcelain. That's not what I own, but damn, I would like to bring back some of the multicolored toilets of the 70s. What a thing to say. Okay, right. We were talking about the fact that we're back in the Gundam paddock, and we are back on part 8 of our Nightingale build. We've painted just about everything red. In the intervening time, glance around the edges here and try not to bump anything. Or drop anything. Okay, come on, let go of the toothpick. You know you can let go of the toothpick, right? There we go. Let's bring that around the lights. We painted everything red is what I'm saying, including the head. The head has now been made red as well. I still have to get back in and paint some of the funnels red as well, because those are going to be red, even though we were chopping the tips off and putting metal bits on it. But red's done. Red's dead, baby. We no longer need to worry about that particular color. But that means we're not done with the model, because, I mean, we've got a lot to do yet. But we still have, according to Das Manual, let's check our notes here. We've got, oh, you know what? Let's bring you into the big iPhone world, because that's where it is. Let's get rid of the keyboard, because we won't need that for a while now. Crash, bang, boom. No, I am going to need that, because I need to bring the chat back, because you all are dear friends, and I want you to remain so. Okay, stay. So we've got our, I'm going to need another Surface, I think. Not a Microsoft Surface, by God. You know what, let's flip that over, because that doesn't mean anything to you. Transform! Rotate by 180... Transform! And rotate by 180 degrees. I am the most insufferable Optimus Prime. There we go. Color guide. That's what we're looking for. So we've done red. Red's done. We did red with mecha paints. Now we have some grays. And we've got gray to do. Body part white. So white's just white. Thankfully, we don't need to worry about white as a color per se. Light gray, that's something we will need to worry about. Black, black can be a mixture of black and black, but yellow and green. So we're going to need to make a gray, yellow and green. And the green, thankfully, I don't think we actually have many pieces that require greeniness in them. If I'm looking through here, it's just the only part that's green is literally the sensor eye right in the center there, right in the head. So that's going to be we can probably ignore that one for now. So we're going to focus on yellows and grays, and to do that, we are going to stretch our skills here today, because we have never mixed colors before, and that's Well, as we mentioned in previous episodes, I was given a couple sets, actually. Thank you once again to Homo Wise Wolf in the chat. A couple sets of pure pigment paints from the Chimera Colors lines. We got the Colors of Nature, Skin, Earth, and Seasonal Tones. Hey, we're going to get our mahogany out of that, aren't we? We've got lots of oxide, brown, dark, medium, and light. Yes, absolutely, that we're going to use that for the whichever one needs the mahogany, which I believe is the gray. Cool. And then we've got the regular set, including many paints here. So let's start by, what we're going to do is we're going to end up putting these into some bottles. Again, graciously provided by Homo Wise Wolf in the chat. Whoopsie, and I've just spilled all of my lids. Well, almost all of my lids. We're gonna make some colors here. So let's get one for gray. Let's get one for our yellow, and one for our light gray. Sounds good. Get out new materials. And we're gonna thin these suckers way down, and turn them into airbrushable paints. Soldier O Fortune, thank you for your 107 months of consistent resubscription. Waiting the day where Ian starts the show completely unmuted but spends the first 30 seconds pantomiming the intro anyway. I'm pretty sure we've already done that at some point. Oh, yeah, I should also mention, speaking of generosity and the tracking thereof, because that's how you do it. Thank you very much to all you out there who are currently supporting us over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. That's patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. You keep the lights on. You keep my lights on, at least for a portion of the day, and we really appreciate having you hang out with us, whether you're chatting, bidding, subbing, or Patreoning. Just happy to have you here watching with us. Also, hi YouTube. You exist. Just about as much as I can say for that service right now. Right. Allswell says, looking forward to my next model. I'm looking forward to my next model too, but I'm not allowing myself to touch it until I get through this. The backlog is increasing, and I'm being very conservative right now. Okay, so yeah, let's get some colors out that we know we're going to need here. So let's bring back the color guide. So for yellow, we want orange yellow, which sounds to me like we're going to go with warm yellow and maybe some orange in there too. And they want some white in there as well, so thankfully the medium is provided. But it's not the message. Also, that doesn't mean what you think it means, but we're not here to talk about Marshall McLuhan right now. Oh, thank goodness we are provided with a decent mix example and color sheet there. So, okay, yeah, we're looking at the yellow oxide. That's, I think, the one we're going to be using. Or warm yellow? Yeah, warm yellow. Wait a minute. Yes, warm yellow. All right. Oh, wow. Warm yellow is very orange, isn't it? But I guess the white's going to lighten that up a bit. And actually, it's very similar to what we've got here. And it appears to me that these are the things that are going to be inside of the thrusters. So orange is good for that if indeed we are keeping the insides of the thrusters. I'm going to paint them anyway, just because even if I don't decide to, we'll call it. Even if I don't swap out to the metal thrusters, we can come back and have these as standard. Oh, hey, Wells! Welcome to the chat tonight. Yes, I have received a Zoid from you, and we'll get to that hopefully sometime in the new year. I'm excited. I've never Zoided before, and so I'm unfamiliar with the with how Zoiding is good, but it looks like a fantastic model. Okay, so we need the warm yellow. We're gonna need a white called the white. This is that a pigment? That is the satin medium. Okay, we don't need satin right now. Thank goodness. White, orange, yellow. Need some orange. A little bit of orange, so let's get the orange out there as well. And that's apparently going to get us into the yellow situation. So let's, I guess, get started here. I think what I'm going to do is just going to start off going right into the bottle. Because why not? Why not have fun like that? Get those colors out of here. And we're going to have to shake up this this paint like a mofo here, which is probably going to take a second. So, oh, okay, these ones are feeling a bit liquid. I feel like I may have yes, Ian. So white's fully liquid. I can feel the I can hear the included ball bearing rattling around in there. That's good. I left these out in the sun inside their black packages in order to heat up so that they would flow better and would shake better. And I think they're doing the job that they're supposed to do. Okay, whew. Ooh, some Zoids have battery-powered legs, says Pat Bayer. I'm curious about that. Okay, these feel like they have been appropriately shaken. Please bear with me for one moment. I'm going to get up and move off screen because I need to open a window. It's very warm under these lights. Even in the dead of Victorian winter. Alrighty, back we are. Ow, 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 ow. You do not want to graze your nipple right on the edge of a coroplast. Simply sip. Okay, where's my color guide here? So, now we could do this directly into the bottle, or we could try ourselves a system of trying to maybe brush it out first on a wet palette. Is that something we want to try? Let's jump right into it. If it doesn't work, then we can go to the wet palette. But let's, an unexamined life is a life worth living. All right, we're going to try this with, they say it wants 50% orange yellow, 30% orange, and then 20% white. So if we add, let's start with just a couple drops of the orange right into the bottle. See if we can do that. Morp. Bloomp. Big droppies. Oh wow, that is thick with a triple C paint. Let's add, no, we've done 2. Let's see if we can work with that. So I want to make a fair amount here so that I don't have to replenish it. I should take notes here as well, because we've been doing that lately. We got the red notes, orange. So orange is going to be, now we've got 2 drops of warm yellow. Then we've got white and orange. All right, let us add, so we got 2 of those. Let's add 1 each of each, the orange and the white. And then let's add some thinner and a little ball bearing and see what this looks like. Ooh, you are off-gassing, Mr. Paint. I'll let you do that. Yeah, bubbly, bubbly. Let's add a quick, cheeky drop of the white. Okay. And let's see if we can pop that. No, meniscus is not going back. Turn it over. And a big ol' gloop of orange pigment. Okay, so we got things in there. White, orange, yellow. Where's my ball bearings? Where are my ball bearings at? Technically, we shouldn't be calling these ball bearings at all anyway. They're just steel balls. It's a bearing when it's put in a wheel formation. That was an open bag. That's no good. Hey, Faceless Man About Town. Thank you for your 25 months of subscription, and welcome to the wheel. Welcome to Wheel Raiders, I guess. Yeah. Oh gosh, Benjamin Wheeler and the the hoedown, is it? Showed up. Happy to have you here. Okay, so I'm gonna start with. So we've done 2 drops. Let's do 5. Let's do 10. 10 drops of thinner. Let's see what this does here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drops of thinner. That's starting to really mix up the color there. It's not getting any of the white yet, but you know what? I'm gonna say let's just add another dose of whatever we added the first time, just to start getting some face. Oh no, there's more people subscribing. Well, thank you to Lonely Tex for 79 months. Yeehaw! And Computer Colinx for 19 months. Happy Ian Day. Oh, thank you. Happy to have you with that. Hoedown is canon now. Thank you, Juliamon. Good to know that. I'm a fan. This is the orange. We need only 1 drop of that. Ooh. Almost hecked that up. Okay, and then the warm yellow, we're gonna double up. Yeah, that seems good. And 1 big ol', or 1 smaller dump of the white. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Let's add some more thinner, because that's what we're here for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Doing 20 drops per thinner. 20? Sure, 20. Did I get the ball in there? I did get the ball in here, didn't I? I can't remember. I did get the ball in there. Okay, so let's give that an actual shake now. Where are my lids? You know what? Screw it. Lid goes in. White lid goes on top. I'm really happy with the color that seems to be coming together here out of this, though. So we've almost managed to coat the entirety of the paint bottle, but that's going to give us a good idea of what this is going to look like, and consistency. And consistency-wise, we're getting to that. Yeah, we're definitely getting to that skim milk consistency, which you want for an airbrush. I'm liking this, though. Hello again to Burger Terra for 71 months of subscription. Hi. And to Big Blue Man for 22 months of subscription. And to unsub for a while, but finally got a job so I can sub again. Thanks for everything you do. Hey, thank you, Big Blue Man, for subscribing again, and congratulations on the new job. That's called for a good time. Okay, so that, to me, is actually a significantly different color than any of those, but that is, in fact, a color that I really like for that safety orange. That sort of a internal rocket flare. Let's actually see what this looks like. Let's see what it looks like on paper first, and then I'm going to grab one right now. A spoon. In fact, I'm going to grab. We need 3 spoons, right? Yes, we do. So we're doing 3 colors today. Let's get some primer on some spoons so that we can properly judge this this color work here. Okay, let's get everything off the table for now. Boop, 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 boop. Almost got into Girl from Ipanema. That would have been a problem because that's a cursed song for me. One sec, gotta go off screen and grab the primer. Ugh, ah. Thankfully, it's just right here. All right, give that a shake while we're moving. All right, we're not gonna need much from this. Let's say probably about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 should be enough. And if it's not, then something's wrong with me. Okay, gas on. Gas is a little bit hot. Let's take it down to 20 psi. $23 seems good. No, we should have enough gas in there. I was a little worried we were getting low already. Okay, let's do this. First off, spoons. Oh, first off, safety and fan. Seemed like a real problem. I'm not using the fan that I literally built to keep paint from accumulating all across my house. Okay. Safety equipment on. Yeah, safety beer. Well, that's the thing, Esther, for. You gotta have the beer before you mask up, because otherwise you're not gonna get the beer for a while. All right. Mask on. Let's do a quick fit check. Okay. We have positive seal. I'm just gonna throw across because I want to watch this this paint going on from your point of view. Oh, that's almost magical. So it just shows up like that. I'm putting myself back now. Gotta see the chat. Chessmath, the beer is on the other side of a barrier right now, with a fan going on to pull any aerial particulates. So it's probably not NIOSH certified, but I feel okay with it. I really should be coating this spoon. What am I doing? Being all precious with it. Just open up and put the primer in. Put the primer in. Face it with a grin. Smilers never lose. And frowners never win. I don't know why I associate that song mostly with the Flintstones. Even though I don't think I've actually seen the episode where it gets sung, at least in whole. Maybe I've seen it once. I do remember that song mostly from the Saturday Morning Cartoons cover album of punk and ska covers of ancient Saturday morning cartoons. It's a good little tune. Chess map, I will appreciate your letting it slide. But also congratulations on the recently new safety professional. Your work is probably going to be gone mostly unsung. I don't know where you work, but no one likes safety. Well, everyone likes safety when they're being safe, when they are safe. No one likes safety when they have to put on masks, though. See also the last 2 years of humanity. God damn it. Oh, that dries pretty quick, but not immediately. So we're gonna have to clear out that brush. That's fine. Give it a little clear here. Oh, let's bring that on camera just so we can see Ian's terrible airbrush hygiene. Give that a wipe down on the inside with the Q-tip. Spray it out. Yeah, it's looking pretty clean in there. If we give it another go with some cleaner slash cheap thinner. More there. Just want to get all the black out. If we can. That seems pretty good. A little bit more. Oh, yeah. Good, that'll do. Okay, let's do some tests with the, while we wait for this one to dry, which is almost there. Oh, that's good. That one's good. We'll flip it over as well. This one still needs time. Let's do a quick card. To match what we had before here. Okay, and we're gonna put in some drops of our orange paint. I'm excited to see how this comes out. So the white's one thing, but the white isn't going to show us what it actually looks like. That's why I put the black on there, because we're probably going to be putting this over black for more of that that shaded look. This might be just a bit thin, but I'm pretty happy with it so far. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, that's skin milkish. Skin milk. All right, and then let's. Oh, did I have some black in there? I clearly did. Okay, and then with the big. Clearly my technique still needs work. Oh, right, we're using a medium point today, not a fine point, but... Oh. I think I'm happy with this. This is, I like it. I think I like it. Okay, so because I like it, let's move on to the spoons. Let's see if that goes well. You are not quite dry on the inside, but you are definitely dry on the outside. How do you do? Oh. Hmm. I don't think I let it dry completely, but this is interesting. Add a few more drops. See what see how it comes out. Give it a good coating. Okay. So we're definitely getting some peeling, but I think that's mainly because I didn't let the spoon dry long enough. But we're gonna leave that there. And I think I'm gonna actually think what I want to do is mix another batch up of it a bit more. Boy, does that rinse out good. And a little bit more to the bottom there. Okay. Use the back end of the Q-tip to clean out some of the dried on gunk. Want to avoid dried on gunk, that's for sure. That's how you get clogs. All right, chunk. That's definitely a. Yeah, I need to see what this looks like dried. I know that this is absolutely not a dried paint. But yeah, let's keep on moving with the color itself and mix some more. I'm already excited at how well this is going just as an exercise. This is the worst part about working with the models, though, is getting the lids off, or the interior lids off, rather, in a way that's not completely just blowing out any sort of cleanliness practices. Hey, masks off. I can have another wee bit of the beer. So, Julian, how's your what's your take on the orange so far? I'm gonna add, I think, let's do 3. Yeah, so that's 1 and 1, and that's 20. Okay, so warm yellow. Well, this is the orange I'm shaking now. Chess Math. Tonight's drink is Driftwood Brewery's Raised by Wolves IPA. It is hoppy AF, but still drinkable and pleasant. Okay, I'm noticing a problem with these Chimera bottles. I don't like that they tend to put paint around. Oh, God. Well, we live here, folks. Wet paint everywhere. So we're going to do 3 and 6, right? 3 oranges. So 1. Oh, come on. Go in. You can do it. There we go. That's 3 of those. Next up, the white. We're going to get 3 of these as well. Yeah, it's definitely on the cool side, and I think I'm going to actually leave out a few more drops of the thinner, because I think it looks a bit too thin. Of course, that could just be my spatter. It could be my technique, but... Okay, 3 whites. Easy done. That's right, Juliamon. Orange is a picky color for bases, and that's something I forgot. What did I do last time? Let me just pull up my notes for the last Gunpla I did, because I did do some orange stuff. Or orange and yellow, rather, and it was, yeah, I remember specifically having to deal with what was underneath. No, that's how to use bread tag. So yeah, if you ever want to make some heat sinks for your Gunpla, just use bread ties, apparently. August, June. No, this is going away. Got to go farther back. Got to go farther back. Aha. What do I like doing yellow on? Red is apparently what I like to do. Yeah, you want to do that's what you want to do. Okay, yes, now I understand. You want to do a white, you go start with black, which we have done. Then you go white. Then you go the orange. Okay, now I'm into it. So let's finish up our paint, and then we'll add some white to one of these here. And then we'll put the orange on top. Okay, so we're into warm yellow. We're gonna need 6 drops of this because we're going big time. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, this is very viscous paint. Uh-oh. Touched the side. We might need to deal with that with a finger or something. Okay, so we've got those, and then the thinner, we're going to add, let's see, if we were doing 3 batches, that's going to be 60 drops. So let's go with 50 just to pull ourselves back a bit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that appears to make a bit more paint there. I don't know why that bottle's leaking so much these days, but we're just going to pull it down with our fingers here and shake just to make sure we get all the paint in before we put the cap back on. Rickson, yes, I understand that today is American Thanksgiving, so congratulations. I don't know what you people do. I don't know what you people are. We have our own passports. Check out our crazy customs. I should maybe wear gloves the next time I do this. But...
You think?
Hey, guess who's home, everyone? It's Corey. Okay. That's a good amount. Okay, so let's get that recapped. Be-doof. And then recap the recapping. That makes nearly a half bottle, which seems good. I've used a lot more on other parts though, but then again, everything else in this mech is red, so that's the thing. Right. That's my gray. There's my Gundam white. For this sort of thing, I use the cheapest paints available. Hold on, I'm grabbing Bibendum. We need our friend Bibendum and the stir stick. Maybe some of those droppers. Hey! You ever wonder what happens when you take cheap crap store paint and mix it with windshield wiper fluid and then let it settle? It looks like this. It's disgusting. But we can fix that with the power of stirring. Get down at the corners there. Hey, Anubis, we've got the same Black Friday called Boxing Day. But yeah, America can cool it on the Black Friday, please. All right, let's go. We'll just wash that off in our good friend Bibendum. Right, and let's add a bit of paint to the friend called airbrush. Whoop. Oh, we don't need much at all. Let's leave that in there. Drink mask paint. Okay, let's see how this works. There we go. Positive seal and ink. Just getting that highlighted area in the center there again. See how that works. Almost like a zenithal highlight, but just base highlighting. Let's see how that does with two different levels of highlighting like that. You can replicate it on the inside. The light one. That one's more fully filled. Okay, that'll do. Dump that paint back out. Clean out the brush. And so I don't get to pick the colors that the 3M uses for their various masks and filters. I just work here. Oh, where did my other paper towel go? Aha, there you are. Essential to the process. Airbrush cleaner. Maybe roundabout with the Q-tip. And discharge the lot. Bit more, you can see just a bit more white in there, I think. I think you can see that. So we're just going to get rid of that. Backwash there. And then, goodbye. Everything's clean. Nice and clean, and no caffeine. Okay. So I don't think we're doing any more white today, so we can just cap that off. But we can try the orange. So let's try the orange. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's pretend that 9 is going to be enough for that. And let's see what happens. Yes, yes, this comes through nicely. I think we've got some clogging going on here too. That seems nicer. I think I'm still going to need to do multiple coats for this, or maybe even less. Less of the thinner, actually. TBH. Let's see what happens when we give this a second coat. The previous one. Let's put more paint in the thing and see what happens when we give this another coat. Come on. I don't know if I can say the paint's going a long way, but it is definitely going. So that looks a lot nicer now that we get a second coat on it, actually. It might just be that these need to be double coated. And it definitely... so if I'm thinking of this as more of a... like a shuttle orange, something that's coating, space-going, hard-wearing things, this probably is actually a pretty good color for that. IMH. Again, the camera, we're going through Twitch on a couple different levels here, and I think that's going to cause problems. The color is not accurate, what you're seeing, but what I'm seeing, yeah, I kind of like that. Let's compare it against the. That could be lighter, but that's pretty damn close. I'm going to call that a win, actually. I think that's going to look pretty good on some of these pieces. Again, you know what? Let's see if we can get... Is it tacky? Oh, yeah, it's still tacky. Okay, let's leave that alone then, and maybe come back and do a third coat on that when we have some time. In the meantime, I am going to actually just mix up a bit more of this paint. Oof, that really loads up the front of your brush too, though. Those Chimera colors. Have a good night, Chess Smith. Thanks for Chess Smith. Thanks for joining us for the time you were. Happy to have you here. You're telling me the camera feed compressed and streamed to my uncalibrated TV isn't accurate? Well, I don't know what to tell you there, my friend, but God, did that ever end up getting quoted? Please consider adjusting your gamma. I should put that on a t-shirt just for me, which is fantastic because I don't wear t-shirts. I'm sure that will be a great joke for everyone when I don't wear that t-shirt ever. Open your nozzle. Become open for me. Haha, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna do another, yeah, let's just do another full, 2, 3. It's unclear how much in here is bubble and how much is actual paint. So I'm gonna make another 6er. Why not? Okay, shaky, shaky, shaky. Now this is the orange. So we need 3 on there. Okay, so wait, no, we need that's gonna be 6, so this is gonna be 3. So let's just do it 2 times. So 2 and then 4. And then 30. 1, 2. These are going to be big drops. Get back in there. Okay, that's the orange. 2 big drops of white. Oops. I may need to invest in a paint in a vortex, to be honest. I'm going to keep using these things. Okay. Thankfully, the white comes out in smaller drops anyway, so I don't need to measure that so much. Damn it. Always hate it when you get a drop on your lid. Okay, that's 2 down, and then we're on to the warm yellow. I do want to vortex my finger sugar shot. Just push the finger down and it does a little twirly, and you let the bottle sit there while it twirlies against your finger. It's a very expensive device because they were designed for lab work, and then the hobbyists appropriated them. 1, 2, 3. Well, the problem is that the hobbyists are, honestly, in terms of, they're not going to make things less expensive for you. We were talking in our group Slack the other day about airbrush thinner, about the fact that Matt was looking at my airbrush, the makeup airbrush I'd used as a test bed, and I mentioned that it's a makeup airbrush. What I coat my models with floor polish, use makeup compacts and eyeshadow to do weathering, and I think there was one other thing too on that list. Yeah, it turns out, oh yeah, emery boards. I use emery boards for polishing. Turns out gendered makeup products are useful for other things, but also still expensive. Let's add 30 drops of fluid. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And then let's wipe that down. Oh yeah, or sorry, floor polish is not a gendered makeup product, but boy, oh boy, do women get saddled with a lot of the cleaning and floor polishing in the world. Is my thought in that space. Okay, shake it up. Make it orange. Okay, there's our orange. Whoops, we got a little red stain there. Incorporate all the paint. Okay, that looks like an orange. Which means to me, do we want to try third coat just to see what? Yeah, let's do third coat and then let's take a break. That's how it'll work today. Family says, make it orange is just good life advice. Will rarely be the wrong thing to do. Are you Dutch? That sounds like something the Dutch would say. All right. 5 drops only. Okay. Good coverage. Decent amount of stuff seen through there. Not nearly as much as the orange peeling that was going. Well, it's not even orange peeling. It's kind of a. It's too thin, is what I think it is. But anyway, let's come back to that after the break. And who knows? We'll try something. We'll try another color. Is what we'll do. So we still got 2 more to mix, and I think those ones should be a little bit easier because we're looking at some just easy gray stuff. So don't go away. More Tinker Tailor Solder Fry in just a few minutes, he says, trying to grab the keyboard surreptitiously and pushing the button to go away. Welcome back, everybody, to Tinker Tailor Solder Fry here on the mighty Loading Ready Run Video Entertainment Network. My name's Ian Horner, and we are mixing our own paints today to paint onto a Gunpla. We've done some orange. Now it's time for us to move on to 2 different shades of gray, because what's more exciting than 2 different shades of gray? Tamily asks in the chat, or prognosticates in the chat there. I guess the spoons are just the right texture and whatnot to give a good preview of the effects on the Gunpla. That is correct. It is traditional testing surfaces for model painting are these plastic spoons, because you are correct exactly. It is you get the nice smooth texture. It's the same type of plastic that Gunplas are made of. You can also get some sharp edges, so you can see how the paint plays off of those as well. But also you can see on both sides inner and outer lighting effects, and how things will affect that. Speaking of which, I am quite happy with how this spoon came out. I'm just holding it now here. And aside from the part where I touched it with my fingy, yeah, I think that this absolutely passes the 2-foot test. That is, you don't get any closer from that. As soon as you get a little bit closer, you can start to see a bit of some of the areas where it definitely dried another in some patterns. Definitely, I'm guessing from the initial, but I'm happy with the orange. We're going to use the orange to paint things orange when we get to the painting of things orange, which may in fact be this stream. For the moment, let us start with a gray. We got 2 to do here, as we need the medium, the body light colored gray. And then we might need to do weaponry, but I think I can do that with some less expensive paints, if you're going black. Also, I saw some interesting techniques using a 2-tone stuff on the weaponry, and I think I maybe want to try that because we haven't done it yet. So let's. So I think what's coming up next is we're looking at the so we get gray and light gray are the ones we want to go to. So I get white 65 white, dark sea gray 30, and then RLM 75 gray for the light gray parts. And then we've got body, which is gray. Body, what's the body gray? I think what we're looking at here is probably, if I had to hazard a guess, because do they give me paint information? I really like models that give you a full paint color guide, pointing at what the parts are. Because what I would consider to be a body part might be different from what another person might consider to be a body part. Are there any parts of the frame that are exposed, I guess? Or does that just count towards hands? Okay, so I think this area here is going to be, that's body gray, or body dark gray. Oh, hey, Great God On asks, I missed what was explained. Desert Bus, what does the pla in Gunpla mean? Yes, it means plastic. So Gunpla is a double portmanteau, because Japan loves their portmanteaus. It is a portmanteau of gun for Gundam and pla for plastic model. The plastic model is actually itself is shortened in Japanese language to be plamo. So technically it's Gundam plamo, Gundam plastic model. Migoki's got it right there in the chat. Thank you so much. Having my back. Okay, so weaponry is going to be black parts. That's weaponry black on the shield. Body is gray. Currently, we only have primer. Usually, no, I say usually. Last time I did a Gundam, yeah, I just left the body parts primered and then just covered it in various coatings, Bobby, and it worked out fine. This time, let's maybe let's do an actual properly gray gray color. So I guess that means, yeah, let's start with the body gray, which means we're going to need mahogany, gray, and black. Let's go back to the paints. Are you going to mount the funnels fishing line, magician's wire? Anubis, I'm probably going to just leave the funnels attached. That said, I do have a 3D printer that prints resin. I technically could, if I picked up some clear resin, put together my own what do you call funnel launch pattern traces, which would look hella nifty. Okay, this is one we opened already, but we do need the black from it because we are going to be using carbon black. Or not the black, carbon black in this one. I guess we can put back our other colors that we used previously, like our good friend warm yellow, orange, and cold yellow. All right, that's satin medium. So satin medium goes sideways. The rest go up. Okay, so those were our paints from there. Do I need any colors? No, because it's gray. I tried it with butter. Everything changed. Great Gotham is that Mortal Kombat's official paint line? It is, in fact, not. This is a series of paints designed for miniatures paint series, not you. Series of paints designed for miniature painters, consisting of, at least the initial set was consisted of single pigments, which makes it perfect for what we're doing today, which is mixing paints to create new colors. Come on! Pure pigment, yep, and there right is on the dash. Pure pigment acrylics. Okay. Why did I come here? Right, because we needed mahogany. And mahogany, to me, says oxide brown dark is what I'm going to guess at here. Let's have a look here. Ooh, oxide brown dark's pretty dark. I think I might actually step up to the the oxide brown medium. Yeah, that seems closer to what we want in a. That's still pretty dark. You know what? Let's go with. We can always go darker. Let's start with the oxide brown light. Ooh, that one's nice and mixed. No problems with that one. Okay. We got the mahogany. We need gray. We don't have gray in this. We do have black. Black is necessary for that. So we need to mix our own gray, which, if I understand it, is done by going from blue and mixing blue and yellow? If I'm correct, if I think I'm correct? This is one of those pieces where we're probably going to need to mix more of it. So, and gray is 35% of it. Well, let's give it a try. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? Okay, so we got that. Ultramarine blue. What's in our other package here that we can use to mix gray? Rubik Darkwell says, "Don't screw with the recipe first time." Well, yeah, but I don't have gray, and I've got to make gray, so we're gonna make gray. And like I said, I was doing a bit of research beforehand, and I believe that the color wheel says those two make gray. Although you do get, I mean, the carbon black mixed with the white takes it to a nice gray finish, so I don't know. You know what? Yeah, let's go with white and black and try it that way first. We can always mix new paints, right? Right. All right. Mahogany, gray, and black. So what I'm going to do to that, let's put that down there. Grab a new sheet for our color notes. And let's start pretending we know what we do with mixing. Mm-hmm. No, Rubik Darkwell, yeah. It's oxide brown, comma, light, which is going to be our mahogany substitute. Okay. Let's get a new bottle. Fresh bottle. Jov, the Nightingale does look like the Suzabi for good reason. The Nightingale was the Char's mobile suit for the novelization and manga version of Char's Counterattack, which is known alternatively as Beltorchika's Children or High Streamer. And that's why you'll see, the High New Gundam is a different Gundam than the New Gundam. The High New Gundam being the one that Amuro has in the manga/novel. In that case, the Nightingales, I prefer the Nightingale to the Suzabi just because I love the big, huge wing binders. I love the very clear lineage from the Neo Zeon Axis or the Axis Zeon Quibbles through to the Nightingale. And the Nightingale is also just a huge mother busser of a suit, and I love me some big suits. So Let's get that up here again. Okay. 55% mahogany. So let's start with 4 drops of the brown, oxide brown. This is body gray. Four, and I keep writing 4. I should be doing tick marks, but and that is oxide brown light. Okay. Nutty! Looking forward to seeing your 40k figs when you get them done. What faction did you end up getting into? Just starting with Space Marines, or are you like me and then you had a need to go with something like the Tau? 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And this time, let's cut our thinner in half from what we were using. Let's go with about, I don't know, 10 drops per. Yeah, let's go with 10 drops per drop of pigment. All right, gray. Now gray. So if we're looking at about half, let's say 2 whites, 1 black to start. So yeah, let's go 2 whites and 1 black. Let's see how that goes. We can always add more. Vanilla old Space Marines looks simple enough to start with. Nothing wrong with the Space Marines, at least in Kill Team, because that's the only thing I can speak to. Oops, before we do that, let's decide. Right, we're doing 2 and 1. Kill Team, yeah, they get the job done. In fact, I've considered looking into some Space Marines as a possible second faction for myself, but we'll see. Oh, and John V's been playing the Gundam Evolution game. So far, they only have a few of what I presume to be the greatest hits for their mobile suits. Not quite. Gundam Evolution has a real, in my opinion, a real weird selection of, like, I would have never thought that the Methus would be in a game, let alone be a starting suit in a game. It's not popular. But, you know, if you like the Pale Rider, absolutely is a hugely popular one. It's a weird configuration of suits in Gundam Evolution. Not that I'm complaining, because some of my favorites are in there, like the Ashimar. Sucks to your Ashimar, in fact. Right, we were doing 5 per drop of paint, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And let's get another, get a ball bearing in there in a second. Oh, look at that already come together. It's a color. Blah, 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 blah. Where did I put you? There you are. There you are, Maul. You know, transforming suits are my jam. Right. Shake it off. Cause a hater gonna hate, 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 hate. They're gonna fake, 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 fake. And I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it up, ooh, 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 ooh. That's a hell of a good gray. I don't want to brag, but that's pretty dang close, right? Right? Okay, you know what? Let's just mix up another batch of that as we've got it written and see what it comes out looking like. 'Cause I'm really pleased with this. And I'm not going to add any more airbrush thinner until I'm ready to start putting it in the airbrush. But anyway, black. Yeah, we just need one. So let's do a 3? Yeah, 3. Let's go right into it. 1. Oh, God. 2, 3. That one came out in a gigantic gloop. Sorry. I'm going to bring you over here to Big Brio Town for a second, because I want you to see what I'm dealing with here when I'm talking about the gloop that's coming out of this paint. Okay, so this is the brown. Actually, let's go with the white first. And we need 6 whites. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yuck. And then the mahogany, we're going to need 12 of those. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, I'm going to do that with another thumb-based shake here, too, just to make sure that the neck is clear before we go on. I'm going to add 10. Yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 sounds good. 20 is more than 10. Take you back into the big iPhone. Okay. Let's just use this rag. Let's flip it around. Wipe off some of the edge of the bottle. Okay, and then let's get the thumb off. Wipe the thumb off. Wipe the top off. Why am I doing this? Who knows? Feels like it might be useful. And let's add a dropper tip. Great. Okay, let's try painting this and see what it comes out looking like on the card and on the spoon, especially. Means we need to get my beer in my face and get my mask on, which is, where did I put my mask? Ah, behind me. If you're wondering, folks, what the Gundam paddock here in the crystal gondola actually looks like, it's my kitchen table. This is the wall upon which I eat my my dinners. Positive seal. All right. Let's start dropping some gray. Let's get the orange out of there. Let's run another. That looks clean. Okay, so that actually feels like it's oh yeah. I have been overly thinning my paints, I think. See what this looks like. Spider webbing. Spider webbing generally means your paints might be too thin. But that's a good color. Oh wait, I have a airbrush. I can do this. See how good that is for a match. I mean, I don't think that's 1-to-1, but that's pretty dang close. Sorry, I'm just moving this to where I can see it. Yeah, that's pretty dang close. I'm going to call that. I'm going to call that gray. Body gray completed. Cap it. You know what? Let's do a bit onto the spoon, and then we'll cap it and move on from there. Mini-Mac Guru, I am actually using a CO2 tank for my airbrushing. I got a second one when I had to buy a new kegerator setup, and figured, hey, this is just an easy way to do it. There's no noise, which is the nice thing. All right, let's just coat. Let's do an inside coat. You know what? I am absolutely certain that I have been thinning these paints too much. That looks mighty fine. Good coverage. Yeah, that's good job, me, Gray. Clean the airbrush a bit. Da-da. Oh. Okay. Cleans that out. Okay, finally, we're going to get into the body light gray part, which is the going to be the fabric portions. So we're looking at white and dark sea gray. RLM 75 gray. Dakushi gray. Okay, let's just a light gray. So maybe let's see what 3/4 white looks like without any actually maybe we can just add just a touch of brown at the end, because I don't think we have many parts of this that need to be done. So let's get out. Actually, yeah, we've got all the colors we want. I'm going to keep the mahogany around, and by which I mean the oak side brown white. And we're going to just like give that a small bit. So new card. New card. This is Cloth Gray. So that's what I'm calling it. It is going to be 3 drops white to, let's say, 1 black to 0.25 oxide. How does that compare to? Yeah, let's just see how this goes. I see no reason in not experimenting, because we can always add more. Always add more. And you know, let's get the steel ball running there right away. Just so we're not hanging around waiting. Time like 6:40. We're doing good. We might actually get some painting in tonight, folks. Believe it or not. It's my... Okay. 3 whites. One, 2, 3. You know we're gonna go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because I want to add that 1 drop in there while we're doing this. So that's 12. 4 of these. Actually, I'm going to start with 2 and see where this goes. 1, 2. Okay. So let's go with, yeah, let's start with this with 0.5. We can go up if we need. And then that gets the 1. Okay. Now we're going to add 40? Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 30. 30. Looks good. Oh, this is looking good already, folks. Look at that. Look at that. I'm going to add actually another white to that, just to see if that's, because I want to try and bring it up a bit. Okay, that's 1 more white. So we're now at 4 white. Let's actually go ahead and shake that with finger. That's looking pretty close to the paint. Oops, I let go for a second, and now I have gray on me. Hold on. But I'm actually gonna stop right here and think to myself, dang, this is probably good. Let's check it against the paint book. It could be whiter. It could be whiter. Let's whiten it. Why not? So let's add another one of those whites. Wipe off the top. Add another one there. Let's close it up and just see if that's, see what it looks like when we give it a real shake. I didn't cap my gray. My dark gray. Since I put in 12 white to start, wouldn't that make it 3.25? No, because I was going by 4? Maybe? I may have made a mistake. Thankfully, there's not much here. And I think we're going to be doing more adjusting anyway. That feeling when you're wiping the dried paint off the outside of your paint. So that, to me, it looks better, but I feel like we could get even whiter. So let's go with one more white. Or you know what? I'm going to do something crazy here and throw in a warm yellow. It's honeymoon yellow. Actually, you know what? Hell with it. Let's play around. Now that's too... Yeah, let's get a warm yellow. Let's add that in there and see what happens. So we're going to add 1 because that's a 0.25 to our ratios right now. Oh, you come goopy. It's a phrase I never thought I'd be saying on this program. 0.25 warm yellow. Let's plug it back up and shake her up and see what happens. Oh, interesting. That changes a lot. That gives me more of what I'm looking for, actually. By quite a bit. Yeah, that's... Let's dab a tip on. Okay, and we'll just smear that over. So that's interesting. Let's give it some more white. It needs, I think, I like the accent that we've given this, but I think it needs just a bit more white. So it's maybe 2 more. But we've definitely managed to figure out our ratios here. Okay, get that open. 1 more. You know what? Yeah. Did I say 1 more? I said 2 more. So we're going to add 2 more. Shake it up more. How do you like that? Especially as compared to the other gray we just did. Look at the difference in those colors is staggering. Okay. Pristine caps, who needs them? We're making messes here. I'm going to throw a couple more drops of thinner in here, and then I think we're going to give this a try in the airbrush. Wait a minute. All right. You know, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Seems good. Get that cap back on. Give it another shake, and then let's see what she comes out of the brush like. "16 white, 1 oxide, 1 warm yellow." Okay, so that would be Adept Necromancer. If that's your count, that matches up with mine, because I've currently got, as you see, 8 white to 1 black, 1 oxide, and 1 warm yellow. Or sorry, 2 black, 1 oxide, 1 warm yellow. I think we're good. I think we're all on the same page is the important thing. So let's drop her in. Nine is enough. Take a sip. The mask is like headphones, except usually I know where I put my headphones. There you are. Okay. Put the mask on the right way. Clip up. Seal is correct. Here we go. I like it. I think it adds, it has a nice color. I feel like it's still too dark, especially for that. Like, it's way, way too dark. So I guess we add more yellow? I guess that's, or sorry, not more yellow, more white. I guess that's what we do. Nothing to be done about it, but lighten her up. I mean, it's allowed. It's white paint. It's a light gray. Okay. Let's pop that bubble. I don't know. 2 more? Let's add 2 more. I mean, nah. Let's add 4 more. Two more than we had already. Okay, let's see how this comes. Stop her back on. Yahoo! Yahoo! That's starting to look better. Honestly, I think I'm just going to add... You know what? Let's just add... Let's go straight to 15. And then add in some more... other colors if we need it. 1, 2, 3. Wipe that top off because that's getting nasty. We don't want our paints to dry out, do we? No, we do not. We also don't want to get paint on everything, but hey, here we are. Okay, so we added 3 more. 2, 3. Okay. Add the cap back. Cover it up. And friends, I think we may have discovered the color we're looking for. That is looking much closer. Let's just drip it out and see what it looks like at this point. Okay, airbrush, you don't like me and I don't like you. Except I really like you, so do this right. Pretty dark. Still surprisingly dark. Can we do better? Actually, no, wait, hold on. Let's let this dry. Have a look. That's still way too dark for that. Five more whites, I guess. 5 more whites. AKA the mantra of the HR department. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God, this is... And let's add a few more drops of the thinner just to make sure. Okay. Let's do that on there. Let's see. That was probably a mistake. Oh yeah, we need to add another 5. Yeah, shouldn't have shook it up like that. Boy, oh boy, that's just a good way to ruin your cap. Let's clean that out. Bit, at least a bit. That's getting close to the color, though. Try another couple drops. Oh, I like that. Yep. That's much closer. Still drawing pretty dark, but what if we paint a spoon? You know what, folks? Let's let it dry. But I think I'm happy with this. I think this is going to be a nice one. In which case, do I have enough? No, let's just mix up. Yeah, let's mix up another 15 drop batch. Or wait, no, it's going to be a... Oh, no. Yeah, 16. Yeah, okay. So, 20 more whites. No. Two, three. Okay, I need to stop that and pop that meniscus. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. One more for good luck. And then we're going to add a bit of black. Can like a half. And one of the oxide, just for fun. And one of the warm yellow. You might need to add another, now that I think about it, another set of 20 drops of I have no idea how my hands got this dirty. All right.
Should have worn gloves.
I mean, that wouldn't stop me from transporting the paint between different situations, but I didn't add any thinner to this one, but I think this is what we're looking for. Let's add like 10 drops of the 10 drops of thinner. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, because I'm that kind of guy. Okay, stick it back in. Recap. Oh yeah, no, this is a good color actually. Yeah, goodbye. Okay, let's give this another quick airbrush test and then we'll be done. 2, 3, 4. Okay, what do you like? Oh, that's a nice complementary color to the orange too, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm. It's not exactly as light as it is on the book, but I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so we've got orange, we've got dark gray, we've got light gray. Let's paint. And by let's paint, I mean let's take a break, and then when we come back, let's paint. Don't go away. More Tinker Tailor Soldier Fry in just a few minutes. Goodbye. Folks, we are back with more Tinker Tailor Soldier Fry here on the mighty Loading Ready Run Video Entertainment Network. Tonight we are in the process of, we did it. We got our goal. We made 3 custom paints for our Nightingale Gunpla, and honestly, I am really happy with how this gray is coming out. Both these grays are great, and of course the orange is great too. But in fact, the more that dries, the happier I am with it. That actually, it's matte. It's extremely matte, but it feels good and like it's got a good adhesion to it. It's not rubbing off at all. I'm happy. Happy. Good colors, all of us. Drop that down into the notes pile. That means it's time for us to pick some parts to paint for the next little bit. So. Time to get out the pet store, the dollar store cat scratch reversible block, which is a handy dandy machine there. I think we're going to paint the cloth pieces today. We'll start with those because those are the ones that are the least numerous, I guess. And I have primed them somewhat. So I guess we can just go ahead and do this. Get up on some alligator clips, why don't we? Boop. Ah! No, you should not be big. You should be the same size as you always are, Twitch chat. Alright, let's we'll do that there. Correct. That's one. Is there any other cloth in here that needs doing? Oh yeah, you're cloth. You are cloth. You are cloth. You are cloth. You are... Oh no, there's a lot more than I expected. This doesn't get seen by anything, I think, so we're just going to not deal with that. There are absolutely some pieces that I need to do some priming on, because that needs to... Oh, yeah, I'm going to need to, A, clean up that little nick mark there, and then B... I'm going to need to prime that because that needs to get painted. Also realize that all my thrusters need to get primed because they need to get painted. Need to look at those. But yeah, that's the cloth from there. So let's double check, make sure there's nothing else in here that needs... These are the white pieces, so we'll do them in the special white later. That might actually just be... Actually, that's absolutely going to be homework for me. I don't think you're going to see me painting the rest of the pieces that have been done here. Next episode, I would really like to get into the process of decaling and panel lining. So I can see myself doing a bunch of that in the near future. I love how well this came out, this big old back end. This can fit so many funnels in it. Except it can't. The funnels are stored in the wings. Thrusters. Hoses gonna be replaced by pieces of metal. These tanks are gonna be white as well, and I think I need to do some work on them. One of them... Oh, no, I don't. Well, wait, I do. Yep. These need to be sealed, and then I'm going to need to put some surfacer on them too. Here's one that I did earlier, actually, or attempted to do earlier. I've actually attempted a seam delete on that by just gluing it and pressing it together. I'm going to need to absolutely sand down some areas on there. Oh, you can't see that. There we are. Sand down some stuff. And get some filler in those holes. These holes need to stay. Those holes need to go. Of course, the big, thick propellant tanks. God, how much hydrazine is Xeon wasting simply on veneer propellant? It's madness. Madness, I say. Stuff's not cheap. And as far as I know, if you want a veneer, then you want hydrazine. Okay. which means there's one more tray left. By the way, these quarter pan trays for baking, I originally bought them just for like serving burgers in, and I clearly need to buy another pack of them because they're way too good for just keeping your Gunpla models separated into the sections they need to. That said, the kitchen towels, also great for covering them over so that when you're cooking with oils and whatnot, it doesn't just land on your Gunplas and cause them to not be paintable. This is going to be fun to attempt to reconstruct this, but I guess that's what Gunpla's all about. Okay, not you. That's what Gunpla, not you, is all about. Dang it. All right, I think that's all the pieces we're doing today. This is what I was talking about earlier with the gray parts that I normally had left primered black. Like this, to me, this looks fine. You cover over that with a matte coverage, and that's just a straight up black color. But now we're going to do it in this color because we're going to be fancy. I think it's going to make things look even nicer. At least that is my hope. And if not, then I will have learned an important lesson and will never do it again. Primer all day, every day. Okay, let's connect some pieces to there was a piece there. It's now down in my crotchal zone. Let's get that out of there. And let's put that back. That was one of the white pieces. Hopefully, God, I would hate to lose a piece at this stage of the game. Okay, that's a good one. Into the cat's hand. And an elbow piece we can clip on the bottom. I should be doing this on camera. See if I can see it. I keep thinking to myself, I should get more of these alligator clip sticks. And then I realized, no, you have enough, Ian, to more than fill the cardboard holders you have. You do not need more alligator clips. Not every piece of the model needs its own dedicated alligator clip. Although think of how extravagantly pleasant that would be. Never have to take it off once you're in the painting stage. Okay. So I've tried my best to keep these from getting too overladen with primer and paint so that they can function as joints still. But let's see how it goes. Folks, I want you to know I'm excited right now. I'm making progress, and nothing makes me happier in a Tinker Tailor Soldier Fry than making progress. This needs to come apart. I don't know why I very foolishly, I think, primed that all in one piece. To force it apart a bit in a way that's not going to break it. And then, where's my spudgers? Can I get my fingernail under there? Yes, I can. Good enough. Fingernails ahoy. There we go. That makes more sense as to how it's paint. Why I had one of these pieces before. Okay. Keep on plugging. Looks good. Lots of pieces in here. I hope that we brought enough paint. Or made enough paint. I think we're going to be good. I think we're going to be good. If we aren't, then, well, we'll just make more paint, right? Hyrule Girl asks, what's the cat board for? That is for holding up the painted pieces so that they can dry on these alligator clips with sticks. And that's really all it is. It's you could use a pot full of sand if you wanted to. I wouldn't recommend it because the sand would probably blow onto the paint and dry on it. So maybe don't do that. But you can also, pay more money to the I want to say the G-Tool Corporation directly, or Tamiya, and you can get specifically designed cat stands that are exactly like this, except I cut out the cardboard myself. Here's one. Just gonna pull it up here. This is the Mr. Neko no Te station, or the Mr. Cat's Hand station. You can get them in multiple sizes, but this cost probably close to $7. This cost $2. Art by Dan also says, an oak table with 3mm holes drilled into it. A 5cm grid, also acceptable. I would also accept that as an option, should you have the means. Okay, that's the last of our cloth parts. Let's put the keyboard away. Let's take a sip of beer, and then let's get going. So what I'm going to do, just for those curious, you've got all them down here. I'm going to pick them up, spray them, and then I'm going to put them down at the other end of the station to dry. And then we'll, of course, put that under the fan on the other side when we're all done. I think this might be our capper for the show today. We can put Bendum over there. And I like to put my unpainted pieces closer to the fan because it means that you can then, if anything spatters onto them, then it's okay because you're just adding more paint. Right. Beer. Wait, put away the white. Make sure the white is closed. Put away the white. Drink a drink. All right. We have a half bottle of paint. That seems like we're not going to have a problem here, he said optimistically. One more sip. Okay. Here we go. Oh, all right. And paint. Paint goes in paintbrush. Paintbrush is an airbrush. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to use a lot, so let's just squeeze it in. No sense. No sense dropping this one out. Back to the cup line. And begin. All right. Oh, yes. Yes, Adam, yes. Okay, because I'm going for more of a sort of a, not a pastel, but definitely a mattish look, I'm going to call that piece done. I like that. He says as he just gives it a few more hits. But yeah, that brings out color. That still gives us some shading there from the under black. Yep, I'm happy with that. It has the real look of cloth, which is A, surprising to me, and B, a pleasant surprise. Yeah, so you want it to be just coated, but not glossily so. Just a little bit of that black peeking through. Oh. This is why I paint Gunpla. Because this compared to the bare plastic is night and day in terms of looking like a big old rag of tarpaulin. Honestly, these were the pieces I was the most concerned about. And I was thinking to myself, oh, Ian, you're going to have to replace these pieces with actual bits of fabric that you'll then, I don't know, attach somehow. And yeah, having created my own paint color for that and then applying that this way is so satisfying. Toughness is power. I am using a Badger 100G. It's the medium-sized cup. I would probably go with a larger cup if I was, although honestly not necessary. Not necessary. Currently using the medium tip on it, needle and nozzle. I'm only going with Badger because I was able to find a used one semi-locally in Vancouver and purchase that on a road trip over. Unfortunately, my local shop, BC Hobby, you know what? I need to just talk with them. They don't carry Badger equipment at the moment, but I need them to because I need replacement nozzles and needles every now and then. Anyway, yeah, if you're just getting started, a Badger 100 is going to be great. Any Wata of like Iwata's got a bunch of entry level airbrushes right now. They're really great. Really, you can't go wrong. My suggestion is to find out what your local stores, if you're looking for an airbrush. Sorry, I'm assuming. But if you're looking for an airbrush, yeah, check out what your local stores stock in terms of replacement parts and maintenance parts, because you're going to need them. But if you can get them locally, that's always better than not. If not, I would recommend a Badger, to be honest, just because it's so easy to get the parts online through Amazon. And Iwata makes great brushes, but I like my Badger because I own it, and it's good. And if there's anyone out there who is a manufacturer of airbrushes and wants to say, hey, Ian, try out this airbrush, you might like it more and recommend it, feel free to send one my way. I will absolutely not say no. Same goes for compressors, too. It's covered before on the show, but I use a CO2 tank to do my airbrushing because I like not having to have the compressor just going either A, all the time with certain airbrush compressors, or B, when the tank empties and then gets real loud for 5 minutes while it fills the tank back up. Thank you, but Jesus. Have a good evening, and yeah, hopefully we'll get some vortex action in. Vortex action in sometime soon. Oh, very pleased with this. I am off screen. God damn it. Actually, you can make that easier on myself. Let's do this. Yank you back, candle-wise, and yeah, that's a comfortable position for me to hold. Great. Mac Mini Guru, that's exactly the situation I was trying to avoid. So, by the way, CO2 is not the only option you have for gases. Now that he's streaming, the great Ken Stacy will probably reveal this secret, but it was from him that I borrowed the concept of using CO2, but he uses nitrogen because, well, he can afford to use nitrogen. But nitrogen is even better because, so if you're going to go CO2-wise, make sure to get a tank that doesn't have a dipstick, because you absolutely don't want to be sending liquid CO2 up through your brush. That would kind of defeat the entire purpose. And that's one of the issues that people seem to worry about with CO2 when they're airbrushing is the temperature of the gas that's coming out. I have not had a problem yet with it. I don't know if I'm not using exotic enough paints for it to matter, but yeah, just being able to have. So the one problem is if you don't keep track of how much gas you're using and how much is left in the tank, you may end up with a situation where you run out of gas, as has happened on this very program. But I did it because I had the equipment available, and honestly, like, nitrogen's probably a better option if you're just starting off and you're wanting to buy something. But yeah, I'd say get some try in with an airbrush before you go all in on all the equipment. And that can be as simple as, because I just want to point this out to everyone again, that can be as simple as going onto the Washington Delivery Company and purchasing yourself one of these makeup airbrushes. They are not something I consider using for full-time airbrush art use, but because they're single action. Airbrush is a double action airbrush means you control the gas by pushing down on the thing, and then pulling back releases the paint. This is single action in that this doesn't push down. It's just gas on all the time by pushing the button, and then pulling back releases the gas. But it's fine. For your first airbrushed model, it will absolutely be useful for you in that respect, and letting you know how much you want to do airbrushing. These are like $50. The nice thing is you can take the terrible, well, not terrible, but you can take the airbrush off, and then you've got a portable air compressor. You can hear me going that way. But you can also attach an airbrush hose with an adapter there, and then you have a portable solution. Like, say you want to go to I don't know, a cabin in the woods and do some airbrushing. That's an option. I eventually will be doing some repairs to my car, some interior paint repairs using that very system. But that's for later, and definitely not for Tinker Tailor Solder Fry. Oh, I'm gonna open this up here.
Ah.
Sip here. Oh yeah, toughness is power. It's absolutely great for priming things. Yeah, as you say, when it's too humid out. We've also used that one on for a cup, or at least one crap shot. If you've seen the decadence of the saffron, the fact that my head is yellow, or half my face is yellow, That's because Graham got to paint my face with some pre-prepared food-safe paint that I had. And, huh. Ooh, we might have a clog, my friends. Nope, we're good. We're good. Okay. Yeah, had him paint the side of my face with that just before filming. I am impressed with how much this paint is staying. I added some up to the cup, up to the line on the cup, and we're still going strong. I think we might get finished with these parts. I might have to go searching for some other colored parts to do too. So because I'm not painting, next time I do a Gunpla, I'm probably going to do a situation where I fully assemble first, fill not seam lines, but actual connection lines, and then do masking and painting. But because I've decided to do it this way, where I'm painting each individual piece, which is, I assume, not recommended, I want to make sure I'm getting the inside edges of these parts here so that it doesn't look too much like it's a bunch of pieces stuck together and not fabric. God, I am absolutely loving this color. Cannot believe. Worth every minute of doing this. And once again, thank you to Hollow Wise Wolf for sending these paints and the care package my way. Huge ups to you. Alright. Hey. I think this part is good. Am I not going to have to add, I'm probably going to have to add a few drops of paint, but my God, if I can get away with this. This gray is going to last me for a while. So, damn it, I was just thinking about the fact, hey, I could use, there's a lot of fabric on an Ingram model, the mech from Pat Labor, but then I realized, no, that's, they use black fabric. Damn it. All of my hopes and dreams crushed. I have to find something else to use this paint, the leftovers of this paint for. Oops, all right. This. Sorry, folks. It's difficult to keep track of what's on screen and what's not because I can't. I mean, I suppose I could have a monitor inside the paint booth. I do wrap the camera that is inside the paint booth in plastic wrap before we go live because I don't want to ruin my camera, right? Ah! Some of these are, I just want to give them a bit more hit. just because they seem a bit dark. And this one too. Seems like I was a bit too conservative with the paint there. That's better. All right, 2 more parts, people. Throw that down. I mean, if nothing else, we basically matched the color of the plastic itself, which is actually, more than anything else, the impressive thing. But because it's a paint, it reflects the light in a different way, and so we get some very nice textural effects. I think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna do it if I'm safe. If I'm smart about it. Come on. Hey. We did it! No need to load new paint. The estimates were correct. I am learning the hobby. Okay, let's go. In terms of... Oh! Spray out was absolutely where we wanted it to be. Okay, let's clean out the brush. Ooh, that is a sticky paint, my friends. That is no bueno. But again, it's these Chimera colors. Interesting things. I am an fan. All right. Pump it out. Take it in. Wipe, 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 wipe. Oh, wow. That's, yeah, that just sticks to everything, don't it? I have to get out a toothpick. I don't know. Let's get a fresh Q-tip in there and see what that does. The toothpick we'll have to take to the guard on the end here. That is built up like nobody's business. But... It's looking clean-ish. Give it another spray down. Actually, backwash it there, because we want to make sure we are nice and clean. And just because this is going to be the probably the most dirty thing here, flip that around. Let's give our needle a wipe down. Why not? See how that's doing. Oh yeah, that's a dirty needle. Got to be very careful with the tip. Don't want to bend that. All right. Clean and no caffeine. In that goes the needle. Ooh. Careful with the end. Something catching there, so I might need to do a deep clean pretty soon. But think we are good for another day's brushing. Oh, nope, there's... Look at all that ugly, milky. The Chimera colors, pretty dirty is what I'm learning for the brush. That should do it for now. Okay. Whew. I feel dang good about what we did today. Look at that. Look at all these beautiful, beautiful grayish parts. We done a thing. Oh, and I'm going to call it a show at this point because I don't think we can do... Well, let's see here. Can I very quickly do a gray part? I mean, yeah, what the hell? We got 13 minutes. Let's do an gray part. Let's do one big gray part. See how that does, and then let's call that an evening. I'm going to need to put that mask back on in just a second here, but that's fine with that. And get one more stick out. Okay, let's put that back over there. Let's lay that down. Give the gray a bit of a shake because it's starting to separate. And I'm just going to put this in by drops. If we need to add more, we can add more. Ah. Human Fire says, Ian, you didn't match the color. You're spraying water. Oh no. Let's predict Ian's next anxiety dream. All right, back up, and let's. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. By the way, if you may be wondering why I'm not worried about ruining this model if I'm putting the wrong color on it, you can strip paint off and / or reprime at any time. There is nothing holding you back from your dreams. Heaven or hell, let's ride. This is worth it. I'm already on board with how worth it this is to do. Holy holy moly! This changes everything for this model in the best way. I thought the black was cool. I was wrong. This particular gray looks amazing on these sorts of details. Okay, we got like 5 more, come on, 5 more drops. You can do it. God, most thick. You merely adopted the safety protocols. I was born in them. Which is why I discard them so easily and readily. Much cavalier attitude. Ah, why does my bang sound like whatever this guy is? Oh, that looks so sick compared to just the black it was. It's not coming through on the, I can absolutely see on the monitor, it's absolutely not coming through. But this is, wow, this looks like Gundam now. Okay, that's... Damn! Damn! I am happy about that. All right, that's a good place to end the show. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching Tinker Tailor Solar Fry tonight here on the mighty Loading Ready Run Video Entertainment Network. If you like what you see, check out everything we do over at youtube.com/loadingreadyrun or loadingreadyrun.com itself. That's a real life webpage. Got so many channels on YouTube. We've got ways you can support us at store.loadingreadyrun.com. That's the best way that money gets to us directly in the form of merch. You can help us out over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun, where we use the Patreon system to take your money monthly and turn it into power and food and comedy. You can also subscribe over at twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun, where some of you might be watching this right now, and some of you might be watching it in the future. Hello, future me and future viewers. And of course, I want to thank just everyone who's been here watching the show tonight. Thanks so much for watching. We will see you in a fortnight, never in Fortnite, as we say, ever forward, learning out of spite. Good night.